Hey guys, this is my out-of-theater reaction for CUCKOO, a new horror film that's currently in theaters right now. It's directed by German filmmaker Tilman Singer, I believe that's how you say his name, and also stars Hunter Schafer and Dan Stevens. I'm gonna tell you guys at the top, I needed this movie. I really did. After watching and reviewing Drek like M. Night Shyamalan's Trap, and more recently with Eli Roth's abysmal adaptation of Borderlands, this is the type of horror film that I really enjoy. Just so many twists and turns. It's very weird, very strange, has a lot of creepy, violent moments. The whole premise of the movie is you follow this American family. Hunter Schafer plays the teenage daughter. You got her dad, you have her stepmom, you have her stepsister. They move from America and they go to the German Alps to basically help start this hotel. And the hotel is owned by Dan Stevens' character, Herr Doctor, this very, very creepy German doctor. And just strange things and weirder things just start happening around this family. And poor Hunter Schafer, she gets the brunt of a lot of the most violent and creepiest stuff that's featured in this movie. It just has such a great atmosphere. Hunter Schafer herself, initially I started off being a little off-put by her. She's like, oh, she's gonna be kind of like this snobbish, obnoxious, teenager, but she's really not that. She's not that. Matter of fact, she's actually like really funny. Like the thing that hasn't really been shown too much, aside from maybe like one moment in the trailers, is like there's like this nice undercurrent of humor in the movie. It's surprisingly funny and really smart. And a lot of that is given to her character. And I'm relatively unfamiliar with Hunter Schafer. I know that she's probably best known for Euphoria, but this is like the first film I want to say that I've seen her in, and I thought she was great. Very impressed with her performance. And then on the other side of things, you have Dan Stevens, where, as you guys know, I'm a huge Dan Stevens fan. I've loved him ever since Downton Abbey, and he really impressed me with Adam Wingard's The Guest. And Dan Stevens, he could have totally just gone off in his career and just been the handsome leading man, like in Beauty and the Beast, just do movies like that. But I just really appreciate that he's just picking these genre projects, picking these weird movies, where either he's playing like a villainous character or like a goof. This kind of is the year of Dan Stevens, with him appearing in Godzilla and Kong the New Empire, most recently in Abigail, which I thought he was great in. Here, this is his best role this year. He is so creepy and weird and funny in this movie. He can be both charismatic but then menacing the next moment. And I'm continue to just consistently been impressed with him. And just overall the rest of the movie, what they're doing with the mystery of what's actually going on there, I think is really interesting. It's really intriguing. They pepper some really nice scares that initially think like, oh, it's gonna be a jump scare, but then they kind of hold on it for a little bit more, and they really give you a good view of what's actually happening. So they managed to circumvent some of the more obnoxious and obvious tropes that sometimes plague a lot of lesser horror films, and I really like that. I really appreciate that. If I have any big criticism of the movie, it's like they don't answer every single aspect of the mystery. They do have they do leave things open enough for speculation. I could see that maybe not working for a lot of people, and again, it's a tightrope, because you don't want to explain too much, because then it's like, oh, that's kind of stupid. And so if you leave yourself a little wiggle room, then it's like, okay, it's kind of a little bit open for open for interpretation. And I feel like they walked that tightrope quite well. So yeah, this gives me everything I wanted. It had some great scares, a nice undercurrent of humor, a great cast, especially with Hunter Schafer and Dan Stevens, and again Tilman Singer, which again I hope I'm saying his name correctly. I hope it's not like Singer or something. I wanna see his other movie. He did another horror film a couple of years ago called Luz, I believe, and it makes me want to, after watching this, makes me want to check that movie out and also see what he's going to do next. So yeah, I highly recommend CUCKOO. If you were very disappointed more recently with M. Night Shyamalan's Trap, which was such a terrible horror film, then I think you'll probably like this more. And hey, thankfully another really good horror movie so far in 2024. We've gotten some bangers recently, and I'll tell you right now, it's up there. It's high in my list, next to things like Late Night with the Devil. So yeah, that's my out-theater reaction. Can't wait to read your comments below.